Right, good morning. Good morning, guys. Hope you are good right where you are. This is another beautiful day that we have at our hand to look at how to get that money back before we get into the weekend. All right. Once again, good morning, guys. Let me see. Good morning, Julius. Good morning, Shamin. Good morning, MJ. And everyone else who is online. As usual, we are going to pray. This is Dan here, by the way. This is Dan here. Welcome back to Dan's Code Traders app. So we're going to pray and then later on start with thank you that you've put this market before us as an opportunity to make money out of it. And at the end of the day, we give you all the glory. So we ask of your presence, we ask of your knowledge and wisdom. Give us the signals, give us other entry and exit points, just like how we need, Lord, for the glory of it. We give you praise, we love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, without any further ado, let's head over to Crash 500. Please, if you can like this stream, and of course, if you can still, and you know some people you can share it to, go ahead and share it to as many people as you can. So Crash 500. So yesterday, this is yesterday's day, from here to there. From here to there, that's how the market went. So the analysis was we wanted price to first head to this level right here. What is this level? That is a support. No, not a support. That is an order block, a daily order block right about there. So price, we saw a breakout there, or according to daily, we saw this break of structure right about here, and we wanted price to retest this level so that it can become a support level, and then we can look at entering our buy entries from that support, from that order block later on. So we haven't gotten that. We didn't see that. But what we saw is a breakout on that order block, which is an H1 order block. We saw that buy go up there. I remember those before we closed yesterday's session. I remember sharing this with you that this was a W. I remember telling you that this was a W, but I didn't want to continue with it because it was going to be a short trade, and being it was a buy, I was not into it. So, but I remember showing you that it was a W, and that's why this trade was on. It was going to look for the exact TP. I was looking at the TP right about there. Why? Because that would be the exact distance of the left leg. So you'll be looking for this very right leg. That is what you would have been trading. So of course, what had confirmed this I can go back to candlesticks. What had confirmed this was looking at the candlestick formation right there. And clearly, if you go to M30 or M15, you would have seen that was a change of character right about there. So that's why this trade was on. So, but by then, by the time I gave you this signal here yesterday, we had not reached that level to break out to give us a change of character. So if at all you normally trade, those who I normally teach, I mentor, you know why how we would have entered this after the change of character and capitalizing that very move. So for now, we know that that was a mood buy move according to H1, M30 and M15. So now if we can go to MH1, we now know that we somehow have another resistance right about there, right about that level right there. So clearly we are seeing the change of character, and that is confirming with what we still have right about there on CCI, meaning it is overbought. We can now look at the pullback. We can wait for the pullback. Sometimes it gives us, sometimes it cannot. It may not give us a pullback, but once it gives it to us earlier, then you will be anticipating something like this, and then make your entry. Sometimes I want to also indicate that sometimes it may not give it to you right here. It may actually give you this very pullback right about there, back to that order block. Sometimes it may do that. Sometimes it may do this very right about there, this very OB where the sales started from. Yeah, it may give you that, and then you make your entry to bring it all the way down. So that's how I will be looking for my trades today on Crash 500. I can't enter right here for the sales. I have to wait for the pullback. I have to wait for the pullback. So for now, I'm going to leave it at H1 and wait and see if at 11 a.m. on this very coming hour, if we'll have that kind of pullback. We'll see if we'll have such a pullback there. So let's wait and see. That was Crash 500. Let's now head to Boom 1000. If you missed yesterday's episode, you can go and verify how we came to this, to all this analysis that we have today, so that you can probably keep track on how we move with these assets. So right about now, just a minute. All right, so this is now Boom 1000. Let's look at Boom 1000. So let's first start from daily. We know that daily we are looking for that retest. Now the retest is likely to come to this OB or this one. We have those 2 points of interest, but the one that I'm looking at to react to at first is this one, because of what we are seeing right about there, right there. Remember this black line on CCI, that is a retracement level on CCI. So that's what we'll be looking at. So this this level right here is the one which is close to giving us that. So when we look at when you look at H4, we know that of course H4 is still selling heavily just to come to oversold, and now of course even the main chart is also confirming that. So the pullback we wanted yesterday The pullback we anticipated yesterday did not happen, but I remember telling you that we were having a pennant right here. This run here, we were having that pennant. So before we closed yesterday's session, I told you that was a pennant, and we could expect this very move right here to take us all the way there after the breakout, all the way down below, and also the second move. So we had about 2 moves that we can expect. This was like a manipulation one, but it was too high, so it would not have come through yet. So we saw a breakout. I want to delete my buy limits right there. So we saw a breakout right here, but then later on we got that other. Let me show you what happened there. This is a rising wedge right here. So we saw also that come into place right about there. Let's look at H1 M30 or H1 actually. And we get to, all right, yeah, something like that. Something like that. So that's what we saw, and clearly you will see that we are still, this also confirms us that we are still continuing with the previous trend. So now I can delete that. I think I can also delete this. This can wait, but now I can delete this. So let's look at what is happening right about here. So we had a breakout right there. This was a short retest even below the order block there. So go to M15, look at what is happening. We wait for the pullback. We are going to wait for the pullback. So M15 is going to be oversold very soon. Once it is oversold, then we come in with a pullback to probably, let's see, to probably retest either where we will see the break of structure, to either retest right about there on the break of structure there, or it may not come back to that level. It may now come for some of the fair value gaps. So all we need now is to have patience and wait for the kind of the pullback that we may have. Once we have it, then you know that you can enter your sales properly to bring it here. Right now you cannot advise anyone to enter. Why? Because M15 is too close to getting oversold. So you may enter it, and before you know it, there you see a spike and all the money is gone. So you just have to wait. There. So having said that, I want to leave this asset on M15, and now on H1, and now head over fact M15. Leave it on M15 and wait for what I will see right here. I want to see what I see, or what will happen right about here. Boom 500. Let's head over to Boom 500. So exactly what I told you yesterday, that very move happened. Why did it happen? This was a pennant, and this very move right here is the same move as what we have right about there. So that's the reason why we saw that there. So I couldn't enter because it was having a low momentum, but yeah, I don't know if you guys entered. That was also a trade one would have entered, although it was having a low momentum, because we knew where it was going to, that it was going to that OB right about there. So now that that came through, we can delete all this and look at H4. So that level was tested, which is a break of structure right there. That is a break of structure. It has given us a lower high right about there. It has given us a lower high. It has given us a lower high according to daily. It has given us a lower high according to daily. According to H4, it has returned to that level. So what do we do? Looking at weekly, we know that we are in this very range, which is an expanding rising wedge. So want to first delete. Oh yes, wait a minute before we delete. So this would be taken, probably would be taken as a fake breakout right about there, and we'll have our trend line adjusted to that level. Then clearly here we'll be looking at, according to H4, this was a high, a lower high, this was a lower low right about here, but then we didn't see a breakout to come and break this very low. What we saw was a breakout on the previous lower low, previous lower high, which is this level right there. So if this is a previous lower high here and it has been taken out by this level here, this becomes a change of character. So if that is the case, and clearly we see that it has come and tested that level, the change of character according to H4, then we know we are buying. We are buying. So for right now here, I can enter my buys and aim at this level. This is where I'm going to aim at. The reason I'll be doing that is, one, according to H4, this is a change of character and price has reacted to the change of character. But I want to tell you it is a bit risky. It is a bit risky because we have not seen it react to this OB. It may come all the way to this level and test this OB, or it may not. But luckily, and it has decided to react from that very level, and clearly we are now in profits after that small spike right about there. After that small spike, we are in profits. So this, I'm looking at profits taking me all the way here, but of course the first TP would be this. Remember, all this is according to H1 and H4, so you need to take caution when you are making that. Clearly, according to M15, you clearly see that actually price reacted to a level like that, which is interesting. So we may not see it come back. But a reminder is to show you that we had a change of character. So I'm telling you all this, that when something happens and price comes back again to sales, you know why. So I want to remind you that that was a change of character right here. So don't be surprised if you see price come all the way to this OB or even this one right here according to H4. This was never tested, this level was never mitigated. This was never mitigated. So we have this right about here, and then we also have this right about there. So if price decides to come to these two levels, one of these two levels, then that's where we'll be anticipating our buy move from. That's where we'll be anticipating our buy move from. So let's now just keep waiting. Keep waiting. Let's look at which level may this pullback may come to. I think I can actually close it from what I'm seeing according to M15. I may have to close it where it is. Let's see. Is that applicable? It should be. Yeah. We may have sales from this very order block right about here. We may see some sales right on this OB according to M15. So let's wait. Let's wait for that pattern. Let me bring my stop loss actually just below my moving average right about there, so that I can reduce on my risk. Reduce on the risk. I could take profits, but there's this possibility of price first getting to that level. So that's what I'll be waiting for, this very order block. Now, all in all, you can choose to not to trade this asset because of its low momentum. Just like how we've been doing for the past 3 or 4 days, not trading it because of the low momentum it was having. But we are shifting, that is shifting in a short while. We'll be seeing some good momentum coming in because of the structure that it's taking now. So let's now wait and see what will come through. All right, that is a Boom 500. I've talked a lot about this asset. So let's now roll to another asset. Vol 20 55 1s. Perfect. This was a success for us yesterday. Those who remember, it was straight on. It came to our break of structure there. We call that breaker block. So it came to our breaker block right about there, at that level where we saw the break of structure happen from. And I can now delete this first so that you see what I'm talking about. We had 2 moves, one here and then one a bit here because of I think it was M15 order block. So we did see that happen. We actually saw it come to this. So that was a spot on and sniper entry right there. Sniper entry right there. So if I can delete this arrow there, delete it, you'll be able to see the sniper entry properly. Delete, and that's it. That's how I made my 2 entries right about there and hit the TP. No need to hold. I moved out immediately. So congrats to those that took that trade. So this week we have taken 2 big trades on this asset. This one right here, which was also a sniper entry, and also that one there, which was also a sniper entry. So how are we going to trade this today? So after reaching the TP there, we saw some short consolidation right there. So let's analyze it. Let's go to M15, try to understand it. So that's what's happening right there. I know. Yeah, that is what is happening according to M15. So what is that pattern? That is That is like a symmetrical triangle right about there, expanding one. So it means price is selling right about where it is. Why? Because that is the range that it is trading from. So according to M15, you can clearly see that looking at CCI, we are selling. So you may enter your sell trade right about here. I don't see a reason why you wait. You can put your stop loss just above that OB. That is an H4. Yeah, that is an H4 OB right there. And clearly, if you are looking at H4 on CCI, you will see clearly that it is overbought. So which will give you an addition confirmation to sell this asset. So not only is it in the range, in this range right here, but also on H4 it is overbought. So meaning you should be looking for sales. Even though on H1 you're not seeing it, it hasn't reached the overbought level yet according to CCI, but it has touched that trend line, which is a range that we are having currently. So all we need is to now wait for our profits, because I don't see a reason why I shouldn't enter. I have a confirmation on H4 according to CCI. I have a confirmation on E15 right about there as overbought, right there, overbought. It touched overbought for so long, and it's been consolidating within that range. And now it has gone back to that same level, that level of consolidation, that trend resistance trend line right about there. So that's why I'm looking at the entry. If it decides to go up, then it will take me out. That will be a stop loss I can incur compared to the profits I've already made out of this asset the whole week. So far I'm in money. Why? Because of the trend line right there, and because of all the other factors that are aligning with the sale right about there on M30. So I'll be looking at taking my profits. First TP will be just about this level. Of course, the second TP will be bringing me all the way down below. So what do? We go with the first, the second. Let me put my TP right about here. I will anticipate a consolidation. There will be a pullback just about here. We may see a pullback when price reaches this level right here. So when price gets to this level, you may close your profits, those who have entered, or you may break even and wait. So but when it comes to this, you need to start to look at applying some risk management steps, so that you secure some profits, or you secure you don't lose any money at all. So that's why this was a clean entry right there. That is V25-1S. Now V75, this one also, I think it gave us good money. I want to understand that. Sorry guys. Good morning Felix, good morning Judy, good morning Patrick, good morning Levi. Like I said, if you don't mind, go ahead and like this stream if the content is helpful, and of course you can still go an extra mile and share the stream. Then if you have never subscribed, think about subscribing if this content is still helpful to you guys. Otherwise, let's continue now to your volatility 75, vol 75. So this also right about here, I want to look at yesterday. So yesterday we were looking at such a move, price to come here and give us that kind of move. I think I entered move right about there. Yeah, I entered it right there, and I failed to close my profits earlier. It came and took me on SLs in profit, but then I made more entries. Here, of which they were taken out, I believe. Oh, no, they were not taken out. I closed them. I was scalping right here. I was scalping all these right about here. I was scalping, so I took a profit, but then I maintained one entry right there. So currently it is already in profits because we knew that this was a pullback. This is what we were looking for yesterday, to come back to this OB right about there. That is on H1. We were looking for that, for price to come back to that OB, then we make our clean entry, and that's why you see that price is in profits now. So without a doubt, you can enter. It's not too late. This is the second candle after the buy move that has started, and price, our 10 MA is below the price, so you can enter where it is and put your stop loss just on this level where I have mine, or you can even bring it all the way here. You can even bring it all the way there below this last sell candle right here, so that you can do that. So in fact, I can drag mine and put it just below there, and now keep waiting. I'll keep trailing my stop loss into profits as we go on and on. So that's it on Volatility 2075. But before we conclude, let me understand this at a lower level on M15 before we can conclude anything. So that changes what we have. That changes what we have right here. Why? This changes what we have. So this would be the very first move that we will anticipate at the breakout, but then we can also anticipate this second one, which will be bringing us right about there. And what is there? That is an order block right about here. That will be an order block right about there. If I go to H1, it will be visible. That will be the order block right about there. So now, having seen that, I think it's time to close my trade. It's time to close my trade, because M15 is a bit clear to show me what is coming. That is a rising wedge. So I can't keep in an asset that is already giving me a structure like that when I'm buying it. I rather should be looking for sales. So looking at M15, I mean H1, price has come back to that OB right there, which can tell me that I need to sell. But remember, sometimes it gives you a manipulation, so you need to handle that clearly. And that will be my stop loss, my TP level right about this order block, just about there. That's where I can look for my buy entries later. So for now, I'm not going in for the buy. I'm not going in for the buy. Yes, we needed price to react to that, but now this kind of consolidation gives us a second thought. We needed this pullback so that we can enter buys, of which it was clear that we were buying. But because of the consolidation that is happening clearly on M15 and clearly even on H1, you can see it visibly there, then you can't keep in a buy. You have to think twice. Yes, we may see a manipulation, but it will not be for so long if it happens. The manipulation will not be for so long. If it happens, then later on the sales will start. So I'll leave at that. You guys know the reason. You've seen the reason why I've entered that sale. So we wait. If profits come in, we will rejoice together. Right. So now let me head to Vol 50, Volatility 50. Volatility 50. According to H4, you're looking at sales. But is it what we're looking for on weekly? Weekly, oh yes, let me first understand why I'm looking for this. According to H1, we were buying. We were in an uptrend because of that change of character right about there. And then we continued, but then we reached an order block. We reached that order block there, which now is some kind of resistance. First, delete this. Don't know what I've deleted, but yeah. So that is some kind of resistance right there. And then after that, we clearly see another change of character into sales right there, and that will be taken as a double top right about there. So clearly here we have started a pullback. We have started a pullback, either to bring us to that OB, that break of structure, or that neckline, whichever you want to call it, or the change of character, and then after that we will anticipate our sales to bring us all the way back to this level. Remember, we never tested that OB, which is H4. We never tested it. We didn't mitigate it, so that's why price has to come and mitigate it. We wanted it right here, it never happened. We wanted it right here, pull back here, and then we enter, but it never happened. We continued into the buy trend, so that will now give us an upper hand to enter this asset properly when it reacts back to that level. So how are we going to do it? Remember, most of the times it may not go even in between that order block. Most of the times it comes and touches it, just a touch, and it moves. So you just have to be cautious. It just comes and touches it, and then it moves to the buying. So you need to be cautious of how you make your entries. As long as you see an entry when it comes to that order block, then you know that you've got your trade. So can we make an entry here? I think you can for the buy. Having seen what I'm saying, I can risk $3 really. This would be a pullback just about there, you know that, and this would be giving me my 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4 kind of trade, risk to reward ratio. So I can do that. So that is a crash. That is a Volatility 50. So we've made about, I think, 2 trades or 3. We will see about that later. So this is another trade that I've entered in real time. Jump 25 gave us good money it gave us good money. It gave us good money. Jump 25. Jump 25 gave us good money yesterday. So let's look at it. Clearly what we needed, all of them happened, and we saw that change of character there later and reacted to that order block. The only issue is it reacted late when I could not enter. This was, I think, like early morning today. So like early morning when it came back to this OB. So that was another perfect entry to make this buy. Now price reacted to that OB, so that this now is like a support level, a weak support level. So we may understand that we can now use it on other things. So let me first delete all these things and clean the chart a bit. Alright, so we have this. I can delete one of those. I know price, we want price to get to that level, and there's nothing that it left back here that is not tested. So this right here, what it is doing, as if we are starting to sell, may be a trick only to reverse later to continue the buy. So I can't enter anything right here as a sell. Of course, M15 may be selling, so it may be just short-lived to bring you right back here, but this, like I've told you, it may be a trick to later on get into buys at a later stage. So I won't be entering any sells where we are. Oh, that's a retracement level according to CCI. That's a retracement level right here. So it means price is coming back to test this level again, and that will be a range. That will be the certain sort of a range that we are currently having. So it's going to be doing this and doing that until it makes enough, gains enough momentum to continue right about there. So that's what it is going to keep doing, because that's a range right in there. So now it has the entry to sell, it has already left me. You can now wait for when price gets back to this level and use you a clean entry to make your buys. But from what I've seen, that's what we are going to be anticipating, something like that, until it gains enough momentum to break out and continue the buy trend. We know that we need it to reach that level right about there. So that's what we will wait for. Alright, I think that's clear. So this is a no-go for me currently. I can't enter from where it has given me that. But you need to understand also this is there. So probably if it gives you something like that, then you can make your entry. If it gives you something like that. So that is also jump 25 there. That is a possibility according to how we trade, those who have been with us for so long right here. So that is the jump 25. Let's now clear up and do this asset right here. Okay. Oh man, wow, look at that. Wow, that is some move that is so weird. Jump 10, let's look at it. What happened? So we knew this we entered, I think, a sell. Was it a sell? Let me look at the previous trades. Yeah, a buy there, a sniper entry there to sell it. That was on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Yesterday was Thursday, so we made that trade to buy all the way to there. Then we failed to make an entry to sell it, but clearly the sale was so on. So when it touched this other trend line, we knew that this was a what? This was a falling wedge, which meant that we should look for buy right about there because of the structure that we had right about there. But what surprised us, it was not a surprise. That is not a surprise. It actually chose to follow the trend. It actually chose to follow the trend. It's only me that I think I got my head off to the trend and looked at this very structure, because at first in the morning session we had this, and that was a flag there, which meant that we were going to continue with the previous trend. The previous trend was the sell right there. So the sell was supposed to come right about there, and it reached the TP level, just like we have that first trend line there. I mean that first arrow right here. So delete that. Let's remove the history. So when it reached, we thought we would see that pullback again for the buy. Never happened. When it reached here, it only went back inside a bit and then came all the way into sales. Came all the way in, continued into sales. Why? Because we had that break of structure. So that is trend. That is trend. It has nothing to do with the structure right here. It has nothing to do with the structure right there. That was break of structure right there. So we never got even a retest at all. So what can we do right here? This is H1. It has even given us a break of structure down below right here. Man, wow. It has given us another break of structure right about there. That's weird momentum. That's so weird. It's a weird momentum right there. So let's now delete this. This has served us properly. That was a double top right there. Delete that double top right there. Neckline or break of structure, whichever you want to call it. And look at that. Look at that. So let's use our fib to look at the retracement level. So this retracement level is going to be according to H4. Yeah, it can only be according to H4, and this will be the one up right about there. Why? That is a fair value gap after the change of character right there. So this will be the one up. So this will be anticipated like that, and then continue with the sell. Continue with the sell. Continue the sell to give us another lower low right about there. So delete that. So that's how I will be looking for the structure. So I can delete this, I can delete that. They are not important anymore. Even that. Oh, this will be important. This may be important at a certain level. Let's just have to main bit, delete that, and this can also be deleted because it's no longer necessary. So Let's wait and see if this pullback is going to come through. So go up. This is H1. It is oversold, so I can anticipate if I want to make my buy entry to bring me there. I can anticipate a pullback back to this level right there. Let's maybe confirm it on M15, and M15 is likely to confirm that. So if I see a pullback right here, then I know I can enter my trade to bring me there. So all I want is now to see something like that to make my buy trade to take me to that retracement level in premium according to H4 right there. That's what I'm going to wait for. If that happens, then you don't have anything to wait for. You just need to make your entry and take it all the way up there. So that is jump 10 right there for us. I hope you guys can note all these changes and we monitor them to make this money today. This is likely to give us this good money again. You need to remember that us trading this move is against the trend. Us doing this is against the trend. The general trend is a sell. So if we are doing this, we'll be against the trend. We'll be trading a retest. So you need to be ready. You need to be ready. Of course, according to daily, we know this is what? This is you're supposed to be looking for the buy. So it means either the buy momentum is starting today according to daily or not. But according to weekly, of course, the sale is still on. The sale is still on. So you need to know the dynamics according to time frames and follow them, how the market gives them to you. Right. We have just let me add in a few minutes to do the recap. So then let's head over to the recap and call it a day. We call it a day. So we started off with Crash 500. That pullback there is on, like I told you. That pullback there is on. I don't know why I didn't enter. It is a short trade, so it is on, and you clearly see what is happening, going there or here. But it is likely to go all the way there. But let's wait and see. The market tells us what to anticipate. So let's just wait for what the market is giving us. What the market is giving us. We have a confirmation to sell, then you can make your sell entries either there or there. You need to wait for the confirmation in the market. Yes, just like I told you, this is boom 1000, so we needed this pullback. So this is coming back. What has happened actually? We wanted the pullback back there and then continue selling. Can we sell now? I think we can. Although there is a support level right there. And H1 is oversold. But H4 wants us to continue selling, so it means we continue selling no matter. No, I cannot enter now. Reason being because of what we know on this level. No, I can enter the sale. Just put my stop loss right there where this has started from. Yeah, I can, because that was a fair value gap where this sale started from, and we wanted price to get back to that fair value gap and bring us into sales. It may push for this, but we've been to that level for so long, so I don't know if it will come back to that because of all this level right there. I am not sure if it will come back to that. That's why I've gone with the fair value gap right there. So now I've entered the sell, and I'm going to be looking for my profits on H4 just on that level right there. That's what I'll be looking for, right about there. So if it comes and happens to take me out, I'm okay with that loss. I've made my decision according to the plan right there. That is boom 1,000. All right, now we are in money. It happened to react all the way here, but then let's understand why. Let's know why. This is boom 500. I entered a buy to take me where? This is M15. H1 says we are still buying, but then we have a change of character there. So it is only going to, it may only be to reach the fair value gap, then come for the sell like this according to L15. So this is a short buy. This is a short buy to reach that level. Or this order block. So the profit should be about that level right here. That is only a short trade, which you may not have to think really to risk for. It's not worth you risking. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk. We just even put it to break even. We just put it to break even. It's not worth the risk. It's a short trade to reach there and then come with a retracement right here. So that's a short trade that you guys should not risk your money on. V25, it has taken me out right there. It has decided to break. We all know that this was an expanding symmetrical triangle, which we know that it can break either way. So it has decided to continue with the previous trend, and it has decided to continue the previous trend. Let's look at that. So it's likely to do that. So if we go to H1, it's likely to go there and then come again. Why? Because H4 is oversold, overbought right there, according to CCI. That will be a confirmation for us there. And daily is oversold also, meaning the sale is on. Means the sale is on. So we need to be ready now. Let's now see. Daily we'll be looking for sales, H4 will be looking for sales. Now we need H1 to get oversold, overbought I mean. Once it confirms that, then we will have nothing to hold us back from selling. So that's it there. That's it there. V75, like I told you, about the manipulation, clearly you can see it went on for that. It went on for that. So still my sell sticks. I'm looking for that. This will be like a 1, 2, 3 kind of risk to reward. Yeah, but now I wait for the sell to come through because of this very structure that I saw right here as a fall, a rising wedge. So the sell is on. This sell is going to mitigate the loss that we have encountered on V25. Yeah, and remember, like I told you, this can be even just a what? It can even be just a fake breakout right there, only to bring you back into sales because of what we saw on H4 being overbought. So you need to take note of that and just be ready when you have a confirmation of an entry of the sell. So V75, we keep waiting. for that. This one, we are waiting for this pullback back to the break of structure or back to the change of character right here. So until we see that, we have no entry at all. If it reaches this level, then we start to anticipate buy momentum. We start to anticipate buy momentum. If it reaches this order block, that is an H4 order block. So if it continues and touches here, then you know that this move will not come through. We will now be looking for general buy entry to take us all the way up there. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, we'll wait and see. H4 is a bit weird. What I'm seeing here, the momentum. We might see some consolidation when it reaches here. You might first see some consolidation before it goes for this buy. So you need to, something I've seen that may trigger that. Jump 25. Yeah, a pullback there and then a sell. It has happened so fast. That has happened so fast. Wow. Wow, according to daily, that's what we are looking. I mean, H1, M30, M15, M5. This pullback has happened so fast. Do I have an entry? According to the plan that I had made, I think I have an entry, but then I'm skeptical to enter. No, I've got to enter, and I'll put my stop loss just above my 10 MA. Not going to risk a lot. Oh, it's supposed to be on this OB right here. It's supposed to be on that OB, this OB, because that's where we are taking our entry from right here. That's where we are taking our entry from. So it's supposed to be above that OB right there. And then we'll be looking for the profits right here. Right there. Remember, this is against the trend. So you trade it cautiously. You trade it cautiously. This is against the trend. The trend is a buy. Clearly, we are looking for buys. H1, H, even H, not even daily. Oh, sorry. Daily is selling. Daily is showing us it is oversold, but is that pullback needs to be in, and that's what we are looking for. H4 shows that we are selling, but then we need to react to test that level. H1 is looking for buys. So let's now wait for this move to come through. We are looking for this move right from there to there, and then we come in with the buys once more. And lastly, we just talked about this. We wait for this and we enter our clean buys right about there, right about here. I think that's it for me. I hope you guys had a good time with me. I hope you had a good time with me. So we are now going to call it a day. Let's keep monitoring all those moves. We have about 3 possible good entries today. We have about 3 or 4 possible entries. So let's now just keep waiting for that move. For the moves, the ones I see, I will be posting on the group. I mean on the channel. So if you haven't joined the channel of our WhatsApp channel, you must do that. For you to be able to get the updates and the signals that come from this from me. So you can do that. The link is in the description. You can do that. Otherwise, for those who want to learn to trade like me, you can do that. There's opportunity for the March class. The numbers are there, the details are there. Don't mind about that in the Feb the February class there. Don't mind about it. The details is still the same. We haven't changed anything. The price is the same. So you can use that to enroll for the March intake. Now I want to wish you a good day. Today is a Friday. I don't have any engagements, so that means today I will be doing the BTC analysis at 1 p.m. So Tuesday I was unable to do it. Sorry I didn't communicate, but I was unable to do the BTC analysis. But today it is a must. We must do the BTC and look at how it is performing and how we can take advantage of it. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you Monday for the synthetic indices, but of course for the BTC, see you in a short while, in a few hours, not even hours, in a few minutes. To come and we'll be joining, we'll be doing the BTC analysis. Happy trading, guys. Happy weekend.